ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're wondering right now. Why is Doug's Howard sideways and he looks like a idiot? Well, I figured since we're just doing whatever with the Harry Potter cast, I didn't think it really mattered how I got on my podcast. No one was going to talk shit to me how I went on my podcast with that monstrosity of a Harry Potter cast. And I'm not even talking about Snape. I'm glad he's got work. Good for him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. I am Doug McDoubles, and if you don't know, now you know. I am the Marvel Master, and next to me is the DC Don Dada. It is the invincible, evil Master Maker. It is Ray McFlurry II. How you doing, my friend?
I'm mad. I'm also mad at Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Fuck this.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you're about to be.
Yeah, you said there was some full casting news or something that I supposedly missed.
Yes. We'll get into it just immediately. I think it is only fitting because the new cast has been announced for Harry Potter when it comes to the teachers.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, is right, Ray.
Oh, we had Hagrid last episode.
Oh, he was offered the deal. He didn't sign on. And you said...
Oh, Nick Frost didn't sign on?
And you said, I hate this. And then you know what HBO said? Ladies and gentlemen, it is official that Nick Frost will be cast as Hagrid in the new Harry Potter series. And that's just one. Jeanette McTeer will be Minerva McGonagall. I have no real issue technically with that because she kind of looks like McGonagall. Papa Isidue, I'm sorry I destroyed your name, will be Severus Snape. Have zero issue with it. It's the black guy that people hated the casting for some reason. Paul Whitehouse will be Argus Filch. Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. John Lithgow. Listen here.
Hey, man, I love me some Third Rock from the Sun, but god damn it. No Albus Dumbledore. You guys really fucked up on having him play Professor Slughorn. You fucked up. You really did. Like there's so many other great old actors that could play Dumbledore. It's a damn shame, dude. It's a damn shame. And bullshit. Luke Fallon as Queerness Quill. Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I'm fine with it, I guess. You know what I mean? But like the whole thing makes me sick.
The whole thing makes me sick.
It's just an abomination, dude.
And if they were like, here's the thing, that's what they've been casting for first. You know what's more important? Harry, Ron, and Hermione. You know, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Also, I have played the same clip for the same people, for like 15 different people that has came over since the last episode. Let's see, in the past 3 days, I've had probably 30 people in this house working on music or doing whatever the hell. And I showed them the clip that you made that accurately describes TV shows in 2025 of Surfing Dracula.
Surfing Dracula.
And they were like, I'm so angry, dude, because now, number one, that's exactly what happens. And number two, I really want a show about Surfing Dracula.
I want that show.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I would love a cartoon show about Surfing Dracula on Cartoon
so
Network,
good, dude.
As Uncle Grandpa.
How wasn't that on the air in 2007 on fucking Boomerang? How does that not exist?
Yeah, dude. You're telling me Chowder and the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack is on there, but we couldn't get a fucking Surfing Dracula? Yeah. You made Uncle Grandpa. Logically, don't make sense. Show, dude. That's a show about incest. That's an uncle and a grandpa. That's Uncle Grandpa. That's not okay. You know what I mean? It's a little fucked up. We're
writing Church Camp High, dude. We might as well write fucking Surf Dracula.
Damn right, dude.
Add it to the rocket docket.
And you know what's crazy? I know so many young musical artists now that got campers, got actual people to play. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
There we go. Got
That'd
actors
cool,
right there, dude. They started a little acting gene. Man, I am so distrusting when it comes to this Harry Potter casting show. And I don't hate the casting really, but I hate the casting because this is something that didn't need to be repeated.
No, it's just you can continue that universe.
You
can
continue
just
it.
Don't redo it.
You can continue
There's no
it.
Point. It's not Spider-Man. You don't have to re-fucking boot it.
Because, here's the thing. What gigantic franchises is stopping Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, and fucking Daniel Radcliffe from coming back? Oh, that's right. Nothing.
I'll tell you what. That one evil fucking bitch. That's what's keeping them back.
Obviously, I understand that. But it's keeping them
the
back and they shouldn't redo it.
Right. They shouldn't. It's just no need for it, dude. I think Harry Potter is a big enough IP that you can... my God, I know it was video games, but Hogwarts Legacy, they didn't titled that Harry Potter. They titled that Hogwarts Legacy. And that game sold phenomenal.
Dude.
It was one of the best-selling games of the year. Had fairly high ratings as far as I can remember. Everybody that I know that played it had a great time playing it. And it was not a Harry Potter title. This is the same. You didn't need to do a show retreading the stuff that we've already are nostalgic for. Build off of it, dude.
I had a talk with...
Like they already did. Isn't that what Fantastic Beasts was?
Wasn't
that in the universe?
Yeah, it's a prequel to Dumbledore.
Yeah, all those movies did... like they were box office successes for the most part.
To an extent. I had this talk with old John Paul Samuel Weeson the other day, right after we filmed the podcast, and I was talking about Harry Potter and stuff like that. And I was like, man, you and I had this. John and I got so high one day that we wrote a whole piece of paper down of like different movies of what they would be about, like the whole series, and it was going to be about the American like houses, and then spoiler alert, spin-off TV shows that were going to be on Netflix because Netflix was taking everything at the time. This is 2016, 17. You know, the Arrowverse was dropping.
Was the time.
You know what I mean?
Orange is the Black and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt was everywhere.
Hey, the Ranch season 1 hit, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Ashton Kutcher's back!" You know what I mean? And Sam Elliott, thank you so much for doing amazing. That's it. Yeah, and then
that's everyone.
And then the mom was amazing, and then the cop was Randy from My Name Is Earl. You know, like
you're damn right he was. I forgot about that.
He brought Colt home drunk, and he was like, "I got his gun." He goes, "Colt, come on, get that bag. If I lose it again, they're going to take it away from me for real this time." He just gets back in the car and leaves. It's so good, dude. Oh shit. That's the show they need to redo. I understand it's early, but like, nothing sacred, so fuck it.
Fuck it, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the shit you should redo.
But John and I had the idea of spin-offs, and then it was like, oh, well, what did they do for the American House, or for the Harry Potter show? Like, they had the Goblet of Fire. Well, we can learn about Durmstrang, or or Beauxbaton Academy. You know, we can learn about other houses in other countries and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be just here. And Ray, me and John were just pumped.
Damn, you had it all, huh?
Dude, and they just missed the fucking mark with this. They could have done an American version, and it would have sold millions, dude.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, here's a big fuck you. You know what? J.K. Rowling didn't allow real American actors to have speaking parts in the movie. The first two movies, the redhead girl Susan Bourne, you see the redhead that gets picked in the house, the Hufflepuff, in the very beginning of the first movie. Okay. That is the director's daughter. J.K. Rowling forbid any non-British actor to speak. So in all of the show, any scene that she is in, she is not allowed a speaking role. She was also a huge racist. That's why the black kid in the third one,
clearly a racist. You know her Asian character's name, Cho Chang. Like that's.
But
goddamn,
the black character from. The black kid that was talking about Sirius Black, and he was like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. She refused to allow him in, like let him get his SAG card, like all of it, these things.
I don't think that's. Well, I guess like forbidding. It's kind of uncommon though. They don't like.
Well, he
American
was British.
Actor. Oh, he was British.
That's just another instance of her being racist.
Yeah,
and her being bad.
She's definitely racist.
So they could have easily just been like, well, yeah, now we have a black woman. Now we have a gay kid, and then we have a regular guy, but they're all in America. It's an America. We have 4 friends now. Fuck you. It's 3. Fuck you. You want 3? We give 4. We America, bitch. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. What the fuck is a kilometer, son? I bleed red, white, blue. I don't know what you bleed. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't know. I think that's kind of common though. Like British actors play Americans really well, but I think American actors really struggle to do that British accent to the level that they need to, because like
you're absolutely correct. But in this instance, she just wasn't allowed to speak. She was gonna do her regular accent.
Oh, I see.
She's English. She's American, so she was gonna. Right. She wasn't allowed to just speak because she was American.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think. Yeah, that's not that uncommon. I don't think if it's like have like an American accent in a movie where everybody else is British.
No, that's why she wasn't allowed speaking lines, because there was other kids.
She wasn't going to do an accent.
Right. No.
Right. Yeah.
So the director specifically was
weird.
like, he came out whenever like all this bad stuff. Like, yeah, like he refused to let my daughter like say any lines. She made all of them work. Make sure all of them were cut. Like there were so many other kids that had speaking roles that weren't allowed to talk anymore, and some were African American. Like the entire hall was very diverse, and the director was like, it was an absolute mess for her to work, for her to be around.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of like Game of Thrones, the way they cast it, I think the one single American in the main cast of Game of Thrones was Tyrion. What's his name?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, yeah. He was the single American.
Yeah.
And like, because they just typically, I don't know, like
they can't pull it off as well.
Yeah, the accent wise, and then I don't know. I'm having trouble articulating what I'm saying because I hate J.K. Rowling and I don't want it to come off that I think she's.
No, but in most British films, well, actually, let's just make this very clear. I think that
director can eat shit for his American daughter not getting lines in a Harry Potter film that everybody else has a British accent. You know, I think that's fine.
If it wasn't documented that she was like, no, she's American, I don't want her to talk.
I get that though.
In the sense of, I only want British kids in my movie. Like her being
they cast locally though. I don't know. Like she's definitely racist, but I think there's kind of precedence for that.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong because the way he described it, people were like, "This is a fucking outrage. That's fucked up." Like,
yeah, I mean,
because she like
maybe I don't have sympathy for an American man. I don't know. Maybe that's like if this was like you say, cutting lines for like African American actors, that's definitely fucked up. But for like the director's spoiled kid, nah, fuck that. Eat shit. You know. That's just like a rich man bitching about another rich woman about what his rich spoiled kid didn't get to do in a movie that made $2 billion.
No, I respect.
I'm kind of like, she's evil. Like she's racist, transphobic, xenophobic. She's like all of the evils you can be in the modern day. But I kind of get that. I think Lord of the Rings, like they all cast really locally a lot of times if they film like pieces set with that accent or in that kind of setting.
No, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling can eat shit, but
in Harry Potter movie, Susan Bones did not speak because J.K. Rowling specifically did not allow her to speak. She was portrayed by an American actress, and the director, wasn't even his daughter, Chris Columbus, had to adhere to the strict rule of only British and Irish actors for speaking roles. However, Eleanor Columbus' daughter originally played Susan, and wasn't fucking Christ, dude. His daughter was originally going to play Susan, and she couldn't remember her lines, so she was recast as an American actress, but later on was brought back after his daughter could remember her lines and took the role later on in other movies. J.K. Rowling strictly wasn't.
Fuck off.
Yeah. So, okay.
What was his name? Christopher Columbus. Everybody named Christopher Columbus that I've heard of can eat shit.
Yeah.
You know, all two of them.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck both of them.
If I had a nickel for every time this happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not that much, but it's kind of crazy, you know?
10 cents, motherfucker.
Huh. Oh, dude, that's so good.
God damn it.
Oh, anyway. Man. Yeah, so best of luck to, I guess, the cast so far. Not HBO or Harry Potter, you know, but whatever. Yeah. Good luck for them. But also, they missed a fucking golden opportunity to have Adam Driver as Snape.
Yeah, they did.
You know, so it's just like, what the fuck ever.
Let's transition in. Let's go from one outrage to another, dude.
Let's do it.
Live action Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Christ,
all right, season 1, pretty good. It was solid. There was some shit that they changed from the cartoon that I really hated.
I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it was up there. I liked it. But one thing that they really changed, that if I remember there was some outrage to, was they really took away Sokka's arc of being a little sexist at the beginning.
Yeah, a little fuckhead.
Like pretty sexist. Yeah, a little fuckhead. So they took out the part where he was like being real sexist to Katara when they were fishing at the beginning and Discover Aang. And then they made Suki like fawn over him. She doesn't humble him or anything. Like she fawns over him.
That's right. Yeah.
So they really changed his arc. Well, it's come out now. Like season 2 is well underway, into work, production, whatever. The actress who was cast as Toph has kind of come out and said a little bit about her character. And oh my god, dude.
No fucking way she said this shit.
Mia Chet says her version of Toph in the live-action Avatar series is older and slightly more feminine. Oh, that's character assassination, and I need no more details of it. The quote is, I wanted to work in a very humanizing space for her because, she was a cartoon. So they're humanizing it. They're just completely rewriting her character arc too, dude.
So here's the thing, Ray. We're about to get 7 episodes of why Dracula loves this earth. That's what I'm hearing right now. Is
she's not going to have any real arc.
She's going to get made fun of for being blonde. She can't see her true beauty. This whole yada yada.
Yeah, it's just a misunderstanding of the character. And maybe this is just an actor really simplifying it in an interview, but it's a misunderstanding because there's another thing I sent here says, need I remind you that before running away from her parents with the gang, she was more feminine. She was a little girl. 100%. They did not know she was an earthbender. She was a typical feminine Earth Kingdom noble girl.
Yep.
She was
a goody two-shoes.
It was a completely false personality, but she was more feminine in the cartoon. To make her more feminine in the live action is just going to rip a major fucking part of her personality. Yeah, because I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Now, genuinely one of my favorite scenes, and I love when two characters can really show hey, I'm here for you, and I really do see you. No pun intended towards Toph. But the scene of when Toph has the makeup on and Katara's being really sweet and telling her how pretty she is.
Yes.
We're not going to get that now.
Right. And that stuff is essential, dude.
That stuff's so essential. And it's so heartwarming that you grew with these characters while you're watching and seeing them change in their perspectives. And the fact that everything's too PC and fucking woke nowadays, and now you can't do that. And I hate to be that old man that says that, but I'm not wrong in this situation, Ray, am I?
Yes, because you don't know what woke means. That doesn't mean anything. That's a dog whistle. What the fuck is woke about this?
They're telling me you can't be a fucking barefoot blind bitch without being more feminine and all this that. No, hey, they're woking it up. They're waking Toph up, and I'm liking it. No, I really do hate this.
It's bullshit. It doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, I really do hate this transition because one thing, thank you for reminding me, Suki needed to humble Sokka.
Yeah, that was pretty essential.
It's one of Sokka's big things for, I don't know, a season and a half of him making women jokes and him always getting the underhand of women because they are always better than him.
He was always getting fucked up.
And then Suki just finally being like, yo, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Here's some things.
It stinks, man. I'm really not looking forward to it.
Next thing you're going to tell me is Toph's not going to be barefoot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she won't be blind because they don't want to make audiences uncomfortable. Who knows?
Dude,
what else?
Oh my god!
The original reasoning was they felt like it would make people not like Sokka as much as they made him a little sexist at the beginning. That's all they're doing with Toph. They don't want her to be the tomboy rough girl. They want her to be a more feminine version. It's just a weird assassination of the character.
Here's how you do that: you spend 2 days of filming, flashback. That's what you do. You
just faithfully adapt it, and you get feminine Toph.
You just get you do a flashback to show it, and then there it is. You see why she's this way because she's now breaking the conformity of femininity. That's why she clashes with Katara, and that's why it's such a big fucking issue.
Yeah, that is kind of a big part of her deal too, because you don't get it a lot in the show. If you read the novels, you get a lot more about it. The Earth Kingdom is so traditional. It is very rooted in nobility and your place. And
it's Mulan when before all of the men went to war, all of the women they all got dressed up, presented for themselves to be presented so they can get married and stuff like that. Right. And Mulan didn't want to conform, she didn't want to do that. She broke out of it. It's no, wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, no, the Earth Kingdom is like that though. You don't get it a lot in the show, but in Kyoshi's time, the Beifongs are still they are you get it in the show a little bit when the Stamper lady they're trying to get through and she fawns over the golden seal of the flying boar of the Beifongs. That is because the Beifongs are and have always been one of those families in the Earth Kingdom. Throughout the terrible wars, throughout Qin the Conqueror, all of the Earth Kingdom evilness throughout the years, the Beifongs have prevailed as one of the richest goddamn families in the kingdoms, in all the kingdoms. And so you get that a little bit like she is true nobility.
Yeah.
Like she is true femininity. And you get that when they fucking go to the compound, invade, and they have dinner with one of the richest families in the entire world, and they don't really realize it because Aang's just a dumbass little kid.
Yeah.
You don't really realize who he's having dinner with. Like, yeah, Beifong dad is a fuckhead, but he is very powerful. Like, truly, he is a very powerful noble in the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah.
So you get that. Like, just adapt it faithfully, and you get that part of Toph. I don't know. One of the greatest cartoons ever made. Maybe the greatest cartoon ever made.
Can you, real quick, before we segue into some more topics, I want to have a little bit more fun with you. Can you give me your top 3 greatest cartoons? In no order. Because we'll be here forever. Oh. What are your 3 favorite cartoons?
3 favorite cartoons. That's tough. I can't remember what we were just talking about. Avatar. There we go. Avatar is number 1, I would say. Could be Justice League Unlimited, I would say.
Oh yeah, I was hoping it.
Yeah, I'm still thinking. I don't know. What's another animated? Dragon Ball Z. That's anime.
That's allowed. Dragon Ball Z, Digimon, Static Shock, Young Justice, any Scooby Doo, any Batman the animated series, Batman and Rot. Like.
True. Maybe I'll go recency bias. I can just throw Invincible on there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about it. No, I respect that. Let me see. Digimon. I'll give it the first 4 series.
If we talk animes, that's different. But yeah, if I stick to cartoons, I can't put that
okay, I won't put that in. I'll put then I'll easily let me see. If we're going on the greatest cartoons, Codename Kids Next Door.
Okay.
I'll easily put Avatar in there. Avatar's number 1, Kids Next Door is probably 3. And number 2, let me think, dude. Damn, that's a really I'm gonna go Teen Titans. Teen Titans. Yep. And then number 4 is easily Invincible. It's getting up there, dude.
You could give me a week to prepare, and I'd still forget 1.
100%.
I'd still forget 1.
100%.
Let's
now
transition to another topic. This is a very interesting concept for a show that I'm very thankful did really well.
Yes.
So the PITT season 1 has concluded. It averaged 10 million viewers per episode. Viewership grew every episode. Season 2 set to debut January 2026, and episodes will release every year after that. So if you haven't heard of this show, this is the newest medical drama on the air.
Damn good.
It's damn good. It's a really interesting concept. So it's 15 episodes covering one single 15-hour ER shift at a Pittsburgh trauma hospital. So each episode is 1 hour of the shift.
Yeah.
Which is very fucking interesting. That is a cool-ass way to make a show that's been made 75 times in the last 10 years.
Without a doubt.
Like, it's such a cool concept. And it's cool that it grew every single episode.
Yeah.
And I don't know the lead's name. Very likable dude. I really like his acting.
Damn, he was
never
damn
seen
good,
him in
dude.
anything else, but he was really good.
I was really impressed. And here's the thing. Couldn't even tell you what the fuck else he was in, but I've
never seen him before.
I know that I've seen him somewhere else, but I was really impressed with this show. I watched the first 3 episodes. I'm really excited for this. Same with this, Abbott Elementary. The fact that they were able to drop shows every year. We're back in the. We were gone.
Bear's kind of on there
for almost Invincible. The Bear. You're absolutely correct. It's like a decade ago, Andrew Schultz had said something that haunts me to this day. TV is dying. In the next year, streaming services will take over. That will be the end of it. And then we'll be able to be at liberty to whatever we want, whenever we want, in new shows. Yeah. And then we're going to die of that, and then TV is going to come back. And I always thought, man, I would hate to live in that era. And now we're getting back into the era of damn, TV's back, baby.
I'm glad.
Fuck. Dude. Here's the thing.
There's still people out there respecting the damn art.
And don't get me wrong. Some streaming shows are too fucking good to just be on TV. Like Tyler Sheridan is one of the richest motherfuckers in the world. Haven't seen a single episode. I've seen enough clips on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube.
I know what he's made, but all I've heard of him, I know what he's made. All I hear about him is, man, his shows are so good until he self-inserts his character and ruins it.
Dude,
like he's so good until he runs off whoever stars in
one
it.
Of one of the greatest writers that can't act to save his life. You know what I mean? Like that can't star in something. Like it's really what it is.
Didn't he do that in Yellowstone? Like he stopped the plot to introduce a new character and then do his little story arc, didn't he? Like his own character.
Yeah.
What a weird dude, man. What else did he make? He made Yellowstone, and what was the other major one?
The spinoff, I think it's 1923 or 1913. He made The Long Man with Billy Bob Thornton. That's out right now.
Oh man, that's what it is. That's the other major one.
He made. Yeah. Oh no, it's more. He's made like 7. I did not know.
Did he do Sons of Anarchy? Wasn't it something else major like that from the last couple of years?
Yes. Yeah. No, it's like all of them are. He signed a fucking deal, I guess, with Paramount forever. I guess. But he's
weird dude though.
Weird fella.
Self-inserting a lot, but
he's a weird fella. Let's see, 1923, Lioness Special Ops, that new show with what the hell is her name? Zoe Saldana. I'm so sorry. Okay. Landman, 1883, the other spinoff.
Yeah.
1923, Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
Really?
Sicario. Sons of Anarchy.
I didn't know he made Tulsa King. That's
and
crazy.
Mayor of Kingstown with Jeremy Renner. So anything that is popular on Paramount, Taylor Sheridan is like, I wrote everything.
Listen, I knew Sons of Anarchy, I knew Yellowstone, and Lawman. I didn't expect that full list. That's kind of crazy.
This man is the Tyler Perry of Paramount.
Man,
he is the Gordon Ramsay of Paramount right now. He said Gordon Ramsay's on Hulu. Tyler Perry does everything for Medea, and he said, "Yeah, I'll run Paramount. Fuck me and Sonic the Hedgehog. That's it. That's all we got, dude.
We got the Turtles, bro.
And the Turtles.
Yeah.
Oh, we got SpongeBob, Tyler Sheridan.
Yeah, what range, bro? They're putting out Yellowstone 1923 and then Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And then Mayors of Kingstown and then this new Plankton claymation movie. And then, you know what? Tulsa King Season 3. And then, Hell or High Water. That movie with Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, right on.
He wrote Without Remorse, the fucking Amazon show with... Michael B. Jordan, the sequel to Sicario.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he wrote NCIS Los Angeles. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so this motherfucker is crazy. Congrats to him, dude. Okay. Hey, he is a bajillionaire for making this, dude.
Oh shit.
He got some of the greatest actors of the past 3 generations to be like, I'll do TV shows.
Yeah,
think about that. He has Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, and Kevin
Costner.
Insane gets.
Harrison Ford in the spinoffs. Helen Mirren.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, she is in
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
What was it? Morgan Freeman in Lioness. That's the Zoe Saldana show. Let's see. The 1883 is damn it, I'm trying to think of who the other big actors are in this, but he did Wind River with the movie with Jeremy Renner as well. Yeah, and then he did he's the actors that he is getting is just insane. Nuts. 1883, that's right. This is the one with fucking Sam Elliott. Yeah, the even deeper one. That's right. He has Billy Bob Thornton in this one as well, and Sam Elliott. And Tim McGraw, because Tim McGraw was one of the Yellowstone guys. He was like one of the main ones from the Yellowstone Ranch, from the originators back back when Indians were around and stuff like that. Because they had a flashback in the series.
That's wild.
Yeah, I forgot Tim McGraw did that. Wild. I forgot that was Tim McGraw, son of a bitch, dude.
That's rocked your world.
Yeah. I don't know the reason why we got to that, but congratulations to the pit, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about TV's dying, and then there's just one thing prevailing.
Damn, what a tangent.
There's one thing prevailing.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Minecraft movie. We talked a little bit about it last episode.
Oh my gosh.
Chicken Jockey, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
It earned 80.6 in the film's second domestic weekend. The film has now surpassed 550 million worldwide.
And 550 million worldwide, and over 1,300 kids have been kicked out of Minecraft movies across the country. That's a real statistic,
dude. I've seen
and rising,
bro. I've seen a Twitter photo that somebody took that worked in a theater. That was the manager had timed out the approximate time for the chicken jockey scene in every showing of Minecraft so that they could be prepared.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane, man. I thought the kids were cooked, but man, they still got it.
No,
the kids still got it every now and then.
Hey,
man.
I'll tell you right now. I understand that.
When they get off Chat GPT, they can change the world,
dude. Some of the stuff that they have done is legendary. Like, two things. Number one, chicken jockey, hilarious because people are legitimately losing their shit. They're spending $37 on a large bucket of popcorn just to throw it away. All these kids are wasting their parents' money.
Stupid. It's so disrespectful.
They're spending their parents.
It's so funny that it's nobody I know doing it.
Yeah,
bro.
And then the Minions, where it was more distinguished, and they didn't allow it. They're like, all right, fine, we won't dress up in suits to go see the Minions movie, but you know what we're gonna do? This is what happens when you don't let us be distinguished. We erupt into chaos.
The issue is they tried to go to the AMC like that, and unfortunately, the Joker movie, and you don't get to dress up at AMC anymore.
Yeah. Now,
and that's real.
And one of my favorite things that kids have done over the internet that I have seen, you remember when kids were just taking shit home from schools?
Oh, would they call it a devious lick or something?
You remember motherfuckers were taking like the soap dispensers and then one
kid took a
smartboard?
You remember when they did the opposite and they started making the bathrooms at school nice?
Yes,
like they brought side tables from home and flowers and stuff. Dude, like toilet paper from home that was nicer.
Yes, dude. They were
some kids can change the world when they want, bro.
Dude, there's a episode of Abbott Elementary where kids are being so nice to teachers. And then you find out there's a viral sensation on TikTok called desking, where they group the desks together and kids are running across them. But they're behaving, their test scores are doing well, like they're all. But when teachers aren't around, they're desking the fuck out of the classrooms. And it's just like that's what you need to fucking get it out of your system. You just run across the desk and then fucking.
That would have worked for me. That's what I think of it.
If I could watch Kobe Bridger in boots just fucking scoot across the desk in Miss Clark's class and not fall, I would have paid attention. You know what I mean?
Dude, you know what? Watching Jesse Elmore eat shit off those desks one time would have cured me of a lot of my high school depression.
Oh, man. So, world, just keep that in mind. Now, you and I talked about this movie a year ago, I think, when it came out.
It was one of my favorite clips ever.
And you and I were, when it first came out, you and I were like, how in the goodness gracious are they going to make this? How are they going to do this? Yeah. You and I were like, oh, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, the time travel, alternate realities. Spider-Verse had just came out at the time, probably. That's how long ago this rumor was, type shit. Yeah. Oscar Isaac was able to go do other things since
really
that movie.
The multiverse.
And then it was King of Kings, a bedtime story for a son. Did you know that?
It was kind of a serious thing. We made a joke out of it in the original context of talking about it.
Yeah, because they didn't release a fucking plot. We thought Jesus was going on a multiversal Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure.
It said he was doing like an Ebenezer Scrooge journey in his dream or something. It was like the weirdest concept ever when they announced it, and it sounded like he was going on a multiverse adventure, dude. It really did.
It was like Jesus Christ, Excellent Adventure. Like
there was going to be other forms of Jesus or something, is what they said. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Who knows?
Oh.
So it's here now, and it debuted with a rare A+ on CinemaScore, which only 128 films have ever gotten an A+ rating since CinemaScore was founded in 1979.
And don't even ask me. I'm not going to give you a single one off that list, right?
Hey, man. I said it then. I'll say it now. If it's a multiverse flick and he doesn't fight Goku, he's not the King of Kings, man.
That'll be 3 Hail Marys and 44 Our Fathers, right? That was dude. That's this movie. Our comments were completely correct to assume that. All right, I'll stand by it. When you go by our first episode of hearing about this,
marketing is what we'll call it.
Poor marketing, dude. 100%.
Poor marketing for sure.
However, you know what's great marketing?
What's that?
Posting a random shoulder on Twitter of them being like, come on, grab your friends. And then put a release date for
this was an exciting moment,
in Fortnite, ladies and gentlemen. We now have Finn Jake, Bubblegum Princess, and Marceline, dude, as characters in Fortnite. Now, here's the thing. I haven't played Fortnite in probably over a year. Yeah. Easily.
Listen, Fortnite, I have an issue with Fortnite.
Go Oscar.
It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
Epic sucks.
Yeah. I respect that.
I have a PlayStation 5, and I've been trying to log into my Fortnite account 8 months.
Damn.
And I do the steps, and it says, you're logged in. Go back, go to your PlayStation, and you'll be logged in. And I go back, and it's never logged in, dude. I've wanted to play Fortnite because, like, I've been trying, especially since they updated the Invincible skin, and they gave you the blue suit. I'm like, I'm about to go claim that.
Yep.
So I went through all of the trouble, set everything up, downloaded it all on the PlayStation. It'll never work, dude. It'll never work. Fuck Fortnite. Bitches. Wish I could play it.
Yeah.
They won't let me.
They won't let my dog.
They won't let me. No, this is great, though. This is great. I love Finn. I love Jake. I think they look awesome.
Yeah.
All of the memes I've already seen have been funny as shit.
Oh,
dude. It's been when your husband plays with the squad, and it will be the 3 versions of Sabrina Carpenter and then Jake the dog.
Yeah, something.
Dude. Like, it's the funniest videos ever right now.
Lexi sent me something the other day, and she said when me and the girls play Fortnite, and then one of our friends' husbands play. It's like me and you and me and your friend Steve, and it was fucking Jake, and it was him. Yeah. It was him dancing like the Ariana Grande dance. Like,
oh yes,
it wasn't even Sabrina Carpenter. It was so good. Oh,
that's great, dude.
I love it, dude. I love this shit so fucking much. I'm 1,000% down for that. You know what I'm not down for, Ray? We were just talking about this with reboots, revamps, re-sequels, all this other horse shit.
Let's hear it.
Warner Brothers. They officially announced sequels to Beetlejuice, Minecraft, and The Goonies are all officially in development in Warner Brothers. Here's the thing, guys. Let me just be very fucking clear. What do you mean a sequel? Como se dice Beetlejuice? You mean fucking the end of the trilogy? You mean Beetlejuice? That's what it should be fucking called. If it says Beetlejuice 2 and be livid, you dirty motherfucker. What do you mean a sequel? They already made a sequel. We went and saw it with Brad for a shitty review. How dare you, motherfuckers?
You know what we didn't need to Beetlejuice was a sequel. Huh. You know what we don't need to that sequel is another sequel.
Huh. And I'll tell you what.
None of these need a sequel.
I just watched the fucking premiere of season 2, episode 1 of The Last of Us. Catherine O'Hara's in this movie. Or in the show. She plays a therapist. 10 times better in that than she was in Beetlejuice. Her character should have acted that way in Beetlejuice, and I would have enjoyed it. I was fucking livid.
I don't understand it, dude. Why? Yeah. I guess Minecraft, whatever.
Here's the thing.
Makes a ton of money, fine. Why are you rebooting Goonies right now?
I'll tell you why. Because everyone's sober, everyone's alive, everyone wants to do it and have new cast, but then be adults and their kids. And Spielberg is officially working on the script.
That's the case. Fine.
That's the only reason.
That's not Warner Brothers then. That seems like Spielberg wanting.
That's whatever. Well, because they recently did a press thing, and even like Keeley Kwan, Corey, like all of them were together. Like Corey Feldman, they were all together, and they were like, "Look, it's not a like why not? It's a win."
Okay.
Like we've been like everyone's been wanting Spielberg to do it since it came out. However, like he's told us over the years, whenever we all fill up to it together, we'll take care of it, and it'll be done. And now they announced it, so I guess everyone's ready, dude. I'm down. I'm 1,000% down. You know what I'm also down for?
What's that?
Marvel Avengers Doomsday. Anthony Mackie says Avengers Doomsday will recapture that old Marvel feeling. We'll see.
You know what would make you recapture that old Marvel feeling? Being young in 2016. That is the only thing that's going to make Marvel feel that way. You'll never make a movie feel that way again, dude.
I don't know, dude.
There's no way. Dude, the build up from Infinity War and Endgame and all that shit. There's no way any movie. I guess somebody else could do their version of it, but Marvel will never get to that level of hype and recreate that again. It will never.
I don't know. With this casting for Doomsday, I really think people are gonna go crazy because they already brought back fucking Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be successful. It's gonna do really well, but I don't think they're gonna like back in those days. They like change the culture.
No, you're absolutely correct,
and they'll never reach that level.
No, you're absolutely. I understand what you're saying.
Affecting society with Avengers.
Yeah,
like it'll just be a movie that makes probably $1 billion. Like it's just gonna be the next. Like how much is Deadpool and Wolverine talked about now? It made $1 billion. How much is Inside Out 2 talked about now? It made $1 billion. But like those movies,
Infinity War and Endgame are still held up and talked about in conversation.
Yeah, shit.
That makes sense. I
don't think they'll ever recapture that. And this is just another.
You're 100% right, and you're like 30% wrong.
Talk to me about that.
So, you're absolutely correct. You cannot recreate from 2008 to 2018. You cannot recreate that decade of that masterclass of movies that led up to that. However, when you rewatch those movies, damn, these are not that good of movies. Let's be very real. Like the first Captain America, great, but it's not. The sequel was a million times better. The first Thor movie, it was pretty okay. The second one sucked cock. Still in the Endgame era. Okay. Like, people didn't really fuck with Avengers 2 or Iron Man 2. Therefore, Iron Man 3 was different, and it still wasn't as good for
Ultron. Age of Ultron was dog shit at the time. I remember.
Yeah,
the reaction was.
Now what they're doing, what they're able to do, now that years and years of rights have been passed back, now we get to see the Avengers fight the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. And now we get to see counterparts interact. Luckily, thanks to Deadpool and Wolverine. Boom, still in the lexicon a little bit, barely just for us, just for these two schmucks. Because Channing Tatum's Gambit, was announced.
I mean, you're absolutely right about X-Men and Fantastic Four going to bring a lot of.
This is
going
to bring a new hype.
If they would have been able to roll into it immediately, it would. I feel like have kept the hype going. If they could have rolled into X-Men Fantastic Four immediately,
and here's
but with
where
the rights and shit and. It's just never. I don't feel like you're going to get to that level then because it just, especially nostalgia plays a big part in it. Because, like you said, there were a lot of projects during that era that dropped that were shit, but people still look back and they were like, back when Marvel was dropping everything and it was all good. That's how they always look at that era.
So now
but I just still don't think like because of nostalgia's sake, because of
no, you're absolutely right. But now we go into
never reach that.
The whole concept of, damn, well, most of those sequels were really kind of trash. What has this been? This is phase 2 that we're in right now with Doomsday and Avengers. And then phase 3 is the Mutant Saga. Okay. All of the trilogies that ended were fucking phenomenal. Captain America with Chris Evans, like Spider-Man. Yeah. I truly believe this is just like the shittier sequel saga. Don't get me wrong, because no one, and I repeat, no one knew who Miss Marvel was. No one cared about Moon Knight. We couldn't even get Blade off the ground, but we could bring Hugh Jackman back.
Right.
So this is obviously their trial and error phase. However,
let's hope.
You know what they're doing now? Now we're getting mutants. Now we get the Fantastic Four. Now we have every property known to man besides Spider-Man because Sony kept fucked that up, but we'll get that back in a couple of years. Don't you fucking worry, fans. I truly believe that this next phase of the mutant saga is going to be like, because it's no longer Avengers. It's no longer fucking you got to know who Tony Stark is. Now it's you have X-Men. Now you have you have 5 million
like the actual
characters,
popular characters in Marvel.
And what you just said, the nostalgia is going to have some playing into it. It was more nostalgic than Tony Stark. Hugh Jackman, the original X-Men, all the ones that you and I saw growing up, even the shitty First Class with James McAvoy, and him and Michael Fassbender were fantastic as it. You can't fucking deny it.
Yeah,
all right, kiss my ass.
I still love those movies. Even though especially
that nostalgia.
Patrick Stewart, great. Terrible Charles Xavier adaptation. That is like the only time.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the only time he ever acts like that. Charles Xavier is like one of the biggest assholes in the fucking universe. And he was just like lovable grandpa in the wheelchair. And he's like, I'm so proud of you. You're the best.
Well, because they had to go like, sorry to be able to right in your face, but they had to go a certain way with it strictly for.
Oh, for sure.
Rights.
No, it was great. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. But I think it's pretty much the only time the professor acts that way.
Yeah. And I think that's what we're going to see with the New Mutant Saga. We're going to see like other aspects. We're going to see Iceman. We're going to see Angel. We're going to see the original X-Men without actual fucking rights. And then characters, studios being like, well, I don't want to see this character. It's like, well, it's not about fucking you. It's what the kids want. It's how we're going to make $1 billion, but also keep all of our jobs and keep the fans happy. Isn't that nice?
I'm down for it, man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. Also, something that's going to be really fucking good, Walton Goggins in Fallout Season 2, because he says, and I quote, Season 2 is taking this thing to a whole nother level.
I love it, man.
I love him.
He's a killer in everything he does.
Dude, he's great in everything.
On every popular show, dude. Like, does Vice Principal still go?
No.
So he's doing White Lotus, he's doing Righteous Gemstones, he's doing Invincible, and he's doing Fallout.
Yes.
Is he doing anything else?
A couple movies that are going to come out.
Oh my god, dude, he's been in everything. Yeah. He is killing it right now. Yeah, fucking Baby Billy, Cecil Stedman. God damn it, he's the best, dude. He's the ghoul. Is that what he is in Fallout?
Something that you and I talked about, kind of with the Flash director making silly comments and denying credibility and accountability for why his film was a horrendous piece of shit. The Flash director said that it was women's, like their demographic why the Flash failed.
Yeah, because the women don't know Flash.
Yeah, it's like, no, they were scared of Ezra Miller because he was a, sexual assaulter.
They would come out of the screen at him.
Yeah. The Borderlands film director blames the flop on Zoom and COVID. What do you mean? It came out last year. Like delaying? No, because people still play Borderlands.
You should have had more time to make it good if it got delayed, dude. What the fuck does that mean?
Not the writer's strike or anything?
I can't stand like somebody in the acting space that want to take accountability. Like it's okay to not do good at every single thing you do. Like sometimes your shit just sucks. Like I work in a creative space. Sometimes, man, that thing you turn in, it's just not your best work. Like no matter what you do to it, how you edit it, how you work on it, it's just not your best work.
It's like the Rhino actor.
That is exactly my example that I was going to use. Yeah. Like somebody that can be like, I'm going to take a gummy. Like, yeah, that shit sucked.
He said, well,
I did it, but it didn't do good. Like, I want that level of acknowledgement. To blame women not knowing the Flash or like, nah, Zoom and COVID, that's why Borderlands failed. No, it failed because it fucking sucked. It's simple. Have some accountability.
It's that simple.
Like, you know what? Even as a director, if a director comes up and they said, if they would have marketed it better, it would have done better. I'll accept that. That's truthful. That's truthful. And that's true for a lot of movies, like Dungeons and Dragons movie. That should have done a lot more numbers in theaters. God, like, a lot of movies are like that.
Because here's the thing. Dungeons and Dragons on every streaming service does fucking numbers.
Numbers. Absolutely. Yes. So just any accountability, dude. Blame the fucking studio even. Like, I know you can't because, like, they write your checks or whatever. But, like, take some accountability. Like, at least acknowledge that it sucked. You know? It pisses me off. I can't stand that shit.
It drives me nuts, dude. It really does because there's no reason for it in the slightest. Now, before we get out of here, man, I want to announce something, and we're going to talk about it every week until the show comes out for anybody. That way it's massively promoted, and just so I can do this as much as on my end.
Doug is 8 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, it's that simple. It is Ray's. May 10th, ladies and gentlemen, I am opening for the Hitmaker Beam, a very dear friend of mine and Ray's in the podcast. Beam and the Collection Room present the album release party. It'll be May 10th in the Collection Room at the Bakery District. I cannot wait. I will be opening for Beam. We'll have DJ Wilson on the ones and twos. We'll have Aiden Farrar. We have Mize. We have Don Peasy. We have Dougie McDoubles. And Beam will be playing the album. He'll be performing a couple of songs as well. It's very exciting. Your tickets are all live online right now. They might be in the description below. If I remember, I'll tell Ray and I'll send him the link. If not, go to the link on any Doug page at all. I cannot wait. Tickets will also be sold at the door. They'll be $25 or $15. The VIP experience, ladies and gentlemen, the first 30 VIP ticket takers will get a party bus experience where you get to experience the album of Beam right before the show. You get to ride in a party bus and listen to the whole album with Beam inside the party bus, and then get dropped right back off before the show. It is an incredible opportunity. I truly shout out to Tempest 7 and Beam for letting me do this. It means the absolute world, ladies and gentlemen. The Collection Room and Beam are presenting May 10th, the album release party. Go check it out. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this shit. I'm telling you, new merch is going to be there. We might have some Saturday morning cartoon merch or some stickers. Who knows type shit. You know what I mean? Might even have Ray out there because it won't be at 2 o'clock in the morning when Dougie goes to perform. You know what I mean? It'll be a normal hour, you know?
God bless you.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, May 10th, the Collection Room, Beam's album release party. I will be there. I cannot wait. Ray, I think that's all I have, my friend.
I think I'm out of topics, my friend.
Yep.
Invincible being over has got me fucked up.
Yep.
It doesn't feel right to just do topics.
Nope, because as of airing this right now, the Daredevil season finale airs in a couple. And actually, it just premiered 2 minutes ago on Disney Plus. Our time.
Shit. I'm keeping you from it.
No, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it tomorrow. And then the season 2 has officially released of The Last of Us. So you and I will talk about that a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? But let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, in a couple of months, Superman returns. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Doug McDoubles. Ray and I want to let you know very, very much that we love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. Please subscribe, like, comment. I'm Doug. He is Ray. Drink plenty of water. Please be safe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, what happened? Why are those squiggles on the screen?
Those are called end credits, Patrick.
End credits? But I don't want it to end!